Here we are, Wednesday evening musicale. I had to tear myself away from my caterpillar about a week ago when it was so cold and windy. I was wandering around in my yard and I found a caterpillar in the milkweed, and I knew there was no way it was going to make it. So I brought the caterpillar in and I made a space for it, and I have been observing the growth of the caterpillar to its eventual, hopefully, pupation and release. Hopefully the weather will be warm and it will have a chance one way or another. I've been thinking about a caterpillar and what I have in common with a caterpillar. We eat and we poop, and I think that's about it. The life of a monarch caterpillar is a very focused and fixed thing, and we don't know what the caterpillar, if it's thinking or how it feels about its future or its past. And I'm certainly not going to be shedding my skin and turning into a black ooze inside of a beautiful chrysalis that I just made with golden oxygen portals around the edges of it and come out a completely different creature. That's not going to happen to me anytime soon. But who knows what the caterpillar thinks or what the butterfly thinks? Does it have longing? Does it have regrets? Does it love its life? Love is the strongest thing I have ever seen. Oh, yeah. Love is the strongest thing I have ever seen. Well, it can tear your whole world apart with a mighty sweep and then build it up again while the children sleep. And love is the strongest thing I have ever seen. And love, it must not be analyzed. Oh, don't you do it now, 'cause you put it under the knife. And I tell you, it will just paralyze. Then you got nothing but a showdown between your heart and your head. Tell me, what's it gonna be now, darling? The black couch or the bed? And love, it must not be analyzed. Oh, and love cannot ever be erased. You can try, but it just won't fly. It can be added to or taken from, but it cannot be replaced. Oh, you can't turn back in your searching steps. That's like trying to decide where you're gonna bite the apple next. And love, it cannot ever be replaced. Join me now, some spiritual tight finger snapping while I sing. Love is our only hope for moving on, and we got to be moving on. You throw your faith out the window and honey, your heart will be gone, long gone. Well, you can scuffle for money and sell all your dreams, but the loneliness you're left with is just as bad as it seems. And love is our only hope for moving on. Stay with me now. I got to sing it one more time, and that's love is the strongest thing that I have ever seen. It's the strangest, I do believe it's the wildest thing that I have ever seen. And I've seen a few things now. Well, it can tear your whole world apart with a mighty sweep and then build it up again while the children lie asleep. And love is the strongest thing that I have ever seen. Woo! Oh, yeah! There you go. Maybe a caterpillar feels that for all we know. That's certainly the way I feel. I wanted to wish you a happy full moon, which is tomorrow. I was looking up the October full moon, which is, it's the hunter's moon, and it's the dying grass moon, but more pertinent to our times, it's known as the sanguine moon, which when I looked it up the word sanguine, the first definition I got was having hope and optimism in what would be considered a difficult or troubling time. And I felt like that was so relevant for us, that it's this moon that's taking us into this part of the season and our pandemic and our lives. So it's something to meditate on, the sanguine moon. I hope we get a good look at it, and I hope we get to hang with it. I wanted to talk a little about longing. This is a time of year I would be out traveling and with the beautiful autumnal scenery moving past the windows of my vehicle, and there's a certain longing in not being able to do that. There are other charms and pleasures in not being able to do that as well. It's a balance, and I'm not complaining. But I wanted to sing you a song about that kind of longing. This takes place on a train, another beautiful way to travel. And I've had a couple of rather transformative journeys on trains. Not that many in my life, but they always seem to count for a lot. This is an old tune written by Jimmy Van Heusen and Johnny Mercer called I Thought About You. Seems that I read or somebody said, out of sight is out of mind. Maybe that's so, but I try to go and leave you behind. What did I find? I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. We passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, a moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. At every stop that we made, I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and I looked at the track, the one leading back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. Bus get up and da no, 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, a moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. about you. But when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and I looked at the track, the one leading back to you. And what did I do? Oh, what did I do? Well, what did I do? I thought about you. Nice little train song there for you. Well, I've been grieving over the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, as we all have. She was such an inspiration. When I saw that movie RBG, the documentary that came out a few years ago, it was such an inspiration, and she has left us with so much. She did so much, and even in her death, she's the first woman and the first Jewish person to lie in state at the Capitol, which is pretty amazing too. So she continues to make precedents. And I wanted to do a couple of things in her honor tonight, and for all of the women and men who have struggled to bring equal rights and justice to all citizens of the world. And in her honor specifically, I wanted to sing a little thing that came to me about 2 weeks before my mother's memorial, because it was sent to me by my mother, who was an incredible inspiration to me from wherever she was. And this was after a friend of mine had sent a condolence that said, "First you're here, then you're everywhere." And I don't know exactly where my mom was when she sent this tune to me. And I don't know exactly where RBG is now in her spiritual tradition, but I want to sing this in her honor. And just close your eyes, if you will, while I do this tune. If you want to hum along with me, that would be great too. And think about someone dear to you who is here and now they're everywhere. This is called Jane's Gone. Dee dee Yeah, to beat on the meanness, it took a long, long time. To turn the gray into black, it took a long, long time. To put a voice to the anger, it took a long, long time. But now there's no turning back. It was a long, long road to walk behind and be silent. It was a long, long road to carry all that pain. It was a long, long road, but now that journey is ending. It was a long, long road we'll never travel again, never again. It takes a long, long time to turn the shame into power. It takes a long, long time for every voice to be heard. It takes a long, long time to break a system of violence. Yes, it takes a long, long time to put it all into words. We're just trying to put it into words. It took a long, long view to build a bridge for our daughters. It takes a long, long view to give a choice to our sons. It takes a long, long view to not forget what the choice was. It takes a long, long view to know the work's never done. No, 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 never, never done. It took a long, long time to raise our voices together. It took a long, long time, but now we walk hand in hand. It took a long, long time to break this terrible silence. It took a long, long time to know the work's never done. No, never done, never, never, never done. It took a long, long time. Ooh, it was a long, long road. It takes a long, long time. It takes a long, long view. It took a long, long time. Susan B. Anthony. It was a long, long road. Sojourner Truth. It takes a long, long time. Alice Paul. It takes a long, long view. Dorothy Day. It took a long, long time. Maya Angelou. It was a long, long road. Kamala Harris. It took a long, long view. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It takes a long, long, long time. But together I believe we will see our way through. Long, long time for Ruth Bader Ginsburg and all of our other trailblazers. Well, we're going into this season, and I saw posted the other day on Facebook a quote that I had used in concerts before, written by a guy named Michael Leunig. I think he's an Australian poet and essayist, and I think it's really important to remember this right now. There are only two feelings: love and fear. There are only two languages: love and fear. There are only two activities: love and fear. There are only two procedures, two motivations, two frameworks, two results. Ooh. love and fear. Love and fear. My friend Bill Harley wrote a beautiful song that I got to hear a couple of years ago at the National Storytelling Festival in Jonesboro, Tennessee. And it just moved me to tears when I heard it. And he's recording it on an upcoming album, which isn't out yet. So I'm going to give you a sneak preview of a fantastic song that borrows a famous line from Ram Dass. And the National Storytelling Festival is actually happening this coming weekend virtually if you look it up online. They have a wonderful lineup of storytellers, including Bill Harley and many, many more. They're doing it virtually this year somehow, like so many other festivals. They've pulled it off to try to hold space and keep us together until we can actually be together in person again. So this is a good song to wind up with in that spirit. And a great sing-along part. Don't go thinking there's something you owe me. We're all walking each other home. If you think I'm keeping score, you don't know me. We're all walking each other home. Blue, I've been there too. But don't go thinking that you're all alone. We're all walking each other home. Again, we're all walking each other home. And the road is long. We're all walking each other home. When you think you might not be that strong, we're all walking each other home. When you lose heart, I'll take your part. Oh, 'cause when your life is sinking like a stone, we're all walking each other home, yeah. We're all walking each other home. When you're thinking that all your dreams have died, remember there's someone by your side. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. When we stumble and we lose our way, we're all walking each other home. When we're dreaming of some brighter day, we're all walking each other home. When you lose heart, I'll take your part. Oh, oh, oh. Deep inside, haven't we always known? We're all walking each other home, yes. We're all walking each other home. Through the darkness, we're all walking each other. On a sunny day, we're all walking each other home. In sadness and joy, we're all walking each other home. Ooh, 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 ooh. Walking each other home. Well, we've walked each other home for another half hour here on my Wednesday evening musicale. So glad you could be here with me, always, always. This video will be at my website, as well as my virtual tip jar, which lives there as well. If you care to visit, that would be wonderful as well. And I have an interesting performance coming up this coming Sunday. I'm a guest on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, along with many other people, Ann Hills and David Amram and Noel Paul Stuckey, several more. If you go to the Greenwich Village Folk Festival site, if you go to their website, they'll give you the lineup. That starts at 7:30 on Sunday night. And it's kind of a Zoom thing. We'll be doing sets, and then there's also going to be a special tribute to Michael Smith that I'm going to get to be part of. I'm really thrilled about that. So we're kind of branching out here in the world of entertainment on Facebook, and so glad that you're keeping track of me, following me hither and yon, whether it's on my musicale or a concert or a thing like Sunday night. Let's keep it up. Let's stay in touch. Share these videos. It really helps a lot. And I'll see you next week.